What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, if you see something that you like here today, please don't forget to subscribe at some point. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came to see me. So it's that time of the week. It's time for my weekly rotation. It's week number 29. Stay tuned. So jumping right off into Sunday, I wanted something fresh and something light, kind of like what I'm going with today. In the same vein, but not the same scent. It's from Givenchy. It's Gentleman Cologne. So very fresh, very light, very herbal, a little citrusy. Definitely has a good floral tone with that iris that's in the background. We'd actually went hang out and had boiled some shrimp at my wife's best friend's house, and I just wanted something real light, real airy. I knew I was gonna be outside in the heat by the pool, kind of in the shaded area. Body heat was really gonna be cranking by that boiling pot out in the sun. So something light, something airy that was just gonna keep me smelling fresh, and this absolutely did the trick. I sprayed the hell out of it. You can spray this one really heavy, especially when you're gonna be outdoors doing something like that. Great fragrance. Are you gonna project like crazy? No, but you're gonna smell fresh and crisp, very clean. It's got more of a natural smell. It's not a very synthetic smell, but it is a very light smell. And I had went with Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. And then later that night, once I got out the shower, my favorite out the shower fragrance, Nautica Classic. See, that bottle's just slowly getting down more and more and more. Luckily, I have a backup bottle, as well as a vintage bottle that I just have not been wearing. I need to wear that more. I need to make it a point. But Salty Marine Aquatic, it's my favorite to spray out the shower. Nautica Classic. Moving on into Monday was actually my first time giving a full wearing to this particular fragrance. I've had it for a little while now, and I've tested it a few times. And I don't understand all the hype behind it. I don't think it's better than some of the others in the line. We're talking about Bulgari. Aqua Amara. Yeah. It's okay, you know, don't get me wrong. I don't not like it. It's got a salty orange type of smell coming off of my skin. It's a little floral, a little white floral, some neroli, stuff like that. It's not a bad smell. I like it, but I don't love it. And just reach and grab this. It's right here. I like this one better. Just being honest with you guys, anytime and every time, and it's happened a bunch, somebody asks me my favorite in the line, it's Atlantique. I just think it's more versatile, and to me, in my nose, with my opinion, it smells better than Amara. Amara is a good fragrance. Is it a great fragrance? I don't think so. Good performer, as are the rest in the line. This one does have much more citrus going for it on the orange side of things, and then the neroli for the white floral, the all about 'em, adds kind of like that saltiness, that salty skin type of scent is kind of what I get from it. That might sound off-putting to some. It's a good fragrance, don't get me wrong. If you can get a good deal on it and you want to check it out, like I did, you know, this 50 ml, I forgot what I paid, around $30-something. Wasn't bad. It was worth it just to get it in the collection and try it out. And I will wear it, but it's definitely not my favorite in the line. That's Aqua Amara. In my opinion, if you're going to get one, get Atlantique. And then out the shower, I actually had to shave that night, and I used some of my Razor Rock products, and I went with Emperor. So this smells like Aventus. This is a great, cheap, it's only like 13 bucks, aftershave splash that smells like a pineapple-y batch of Aventus. Man, some good stuff. For those of you that, even if you know you're not big into using safety razors and you use cartridge razors and all that, don't matter. Still try some of these products, because these products are great, cheap, good skin feel, and they smell like some of your favorite fragrances. There's so much out there. There's such variety, from, you know, mass-produced stuff like this to smaller artisans that are really handcrafting some great stuff like Gentleman's Nod. Shout out to Chris and Boyd. But out the shower after a good shave, it was Zaharoff Emperor. Moving into Tuesday was actually not my first official day back at work, because my first official day, according to corporate, was Thursday. My old boss, that's now my new boss again, just said, well, buddy, just, you know, come on in, learn the lay of the land kind of thing. So I did nothing for a few days. I still don't have passwords. It's weird. But we're getting off subject. I digress. I had to pull out Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme for my first day back to work. You know, this is something that I like to wear for special events. It's my favorite fragrance to wear with a suit, wear with a tie. And like I said, special events, first day at a job, that's a special event. That's a special occasion type of thing, in my opinion. And I always pull this out for situations like that. So it was just a natural fit. We'll roll on from there. First day at work, unofficial, was Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme. And then later that night, whenever I got out the shower, Salvatore Ferragamo F Free Time. The more I spray this one, the more I'm liking this one. This was in my underrated summer fragrances video, because it is an underrated summer fragrance. It's cheap, smells very good, very lemon vetiver fresh. You know, not groundbreaking, but a damn good smell. And out the shower, it smelled great. It's F Free Time, Salvatore Ferragamo. Moving into Wednesday, one that I've been putting off wearing because I'll always end up grabbing something else that I want to wear, and I said, damn it, I'm wearing it today. Dior Homme Sport, the 2008 formula. Ginger heavy sport fragrance. Good stuff. A little half spray. That'll do plenty. Performed very well. 7 to 8 hours before it fell off a cliff on my skin. I didn't even refresh. I was about to go to the gym at that point. I had knocked off around 5. And it was a skin scent at the point I was knocking off. I didn't even bother refreshing. I could have refreshed at 6 hours-ish to really bring that top note back up and all that good stuff. But it was still going strong. Not strong, but going well enough. Underrated. Been reformulated. I get Dior does reformulations every so many years of fragrances. And the newest formulation is just as good, if not better, in many ways. Performs just as well. A little bit more in the citrus with the blood orange. Great, don't get me wrong. But the original, the 2008 formula, is some damn good stuff. You can still get these for decent prices online, like I did with this 50 ml. For what a Dior, you know, Dior fragrance prices, it's decent. You can get them in the $40 to $50 range for these 50 mls. And it's not bad. If you're looking to experience the original, I advise grabbing it. And then when I got out the shower that evening, was just in the mood for some lavender. Kind of wind me down. And this is very lavender heavy from English Laundry. This is Signature. This is my favorite from English Laundry to spray out the shower. Atomizers are terrible in these fragrances. I mean, look at that. It's a wide miss, but you gotta be pretty close to spray this one. But it's such a good soapy lavender, and so lavender and sandalwood dominant. This is extremely relaxing out the shower. If you need a good fragrance to really calm you and wind you down, you can get these cheap. You can get them all over the place at the rack stores. Get Signature, if nothing else, because performance isn't great, 4 or 5 hour fragrance. If for nothing else, to help you wind down before bed. English Laundry Signature out the shower that night. It did what I needed it to do. Moving into Thursday is one I have not worn since the end of summer, beginning of fall last year, which is when I got it initially. Extremely underrated. It's a new release from 2019. It was a 2019 new release, is how I should have said that. So it hasn't been out long. Not a lot of people speak about it. It's sad too, because I love it. Acqua di Gio, Absolute Instinct. The flanker that doesn't get enough love. The seaweed isn't overbearing on my skin. It does add a little bit of a bitter quality, but the dark woods in here, the amber wood mixed with the ebony wood, creates, with those C notes, creates just such a good smell to me. It smells great. I did write down my notes to do a review. I will be doing a full review on this one in the coming week. I think it's very good. It's very underrated. I don't see why more people don't give it a chance. Oh man, that's so good. Look, I get it. Absolute is great. The original's great. Profumo's great. I haven't tried Profondo yet, but I'm sure it's great. They're all great. They all have their merit. I smell it floating in the air. This is such a good fragrance in my opinion. It does not get enough love. Review coming soon on Absolute Instinct from Acqua di Gio line. be on the lookout for it. And then later that night, when I got out the shower, Nautica Voyage N83. When in doubt, always works with Nautica fragrance, that terrible atomizer. They get a knock for it, but the juice smells great. Very fruity, very, very fruity. The little touch of mint in the background. Aquatic, woody dry down. Just works every time. You can get them cheap. You can get them all over. This is one of the more popular flankers from the line. One of the better sellers from Nautica. And that's Voyage N83. Out the shower that night. Moving into Friday, one that I don't give enough love as far as wear. I talk about how underrated it is and how much I think it smells great. I just don't wear it enough, and I made it a point to wear it this week, and forgot how well it performs on my skin. I got about close to 8 hours where I was still getting wafts smelling myself before I finally refreshed just to do it, because I was going to be at work for a while. It's from Mercedes-Benz, the original Mercedes-Benz. This is some good stuff, guys. Same note breakdown and scent profile as Fahrenheit Cologne. I'm assuming it's basically the same fragrance. I haven't smelled Fahrenheit Cologne, but I'm pretty confident it's pretty much the same thing. Smells great. Like I said, 7-ish hours, maybe a little more on my skin. Performs very well. You can get this for 25 bucks from Ross Dress for Less when you can find it. And it's about the same online in most places. FragranceNet, which is linked below. When you use the coupon code FragranceX, eBay, Amazon, places like that, fragrancebuy.ca. This is not an expensive fragrance. And if you like a Fahrenheit DNA type of fragrance, but a lighter version of it, a more summer appropriate version, Mercedes-Benz has got you covered. It's the original fragrance from the house, and it's a great fragrance. Not a lot of people are fans of it apparently, but I am, and I think you should give it a try. You can get samples, you can get little mini bottles. See if you like it for yourself. And that's Mercedes-Benz. And then out the shower, I did shave again on Friday night. Forgot which soap I used in aftershave, but it wasn't a strong aftershave. It was a quick shave, and was in the mood for it. Nautica Voyage. I normally like to wear this during the day because this one does perform pretty well. I get about 5 or 6 hours. As you can see, this atomizer is better than N83. At least the bottle of N83 that I have. I tend to get decent performance with this, 5 to 6 hours, and it projects pretty well for that first hour and a half off of my skin. Crisp green aquatic apple. Oh, so good. I was just in the mood to smell it. Like I said, I normally wear this one during the day. I'll wear this one to work. I'll wear this one casually. Situations like that, but I just felt like wearing it out the shower. It's such a good fragrance. I'm one of the many advocates for how good this fragrance is and how much of a must-have it is for the price. Out the shower, Nautica Voyage. And then finally on Saturday, game day. So, like I said, I don't have any passwords. So on Friday, I've just been frustrated. I've been twiddling my thumbs. I can't do trainings. I can't even log into the computer at my desk. So my pre-owned manager was right there in front of my general manager. And I was like, buddy, back when I started, we didn't need passwords for anything. He's like, you're a closer. You know how to close. Go out, catch customers. I'll put everything in the computer. Looked at my other boss, looked at them. I said, that sounds like a green light. I'll see you gentlemen in the morning. Had a great day on Saturday. Sold multiple cars, met some great people. Back in the game on game day. And I had a feeling that was going to happen, so I felt like wearing something that would make me feel expensive. Creed Aventus. Made me feel fancy. You know, I have clones that do the job better as far as performance. It does have the more natural smell. Don't get me wrong. It's been a while. I don't wear it often. I've had the bottle for almost a year now. Let me repeat that because somebody in my story said I got this in the last couple of weeks and that I never smelled it before that. Very strange. So the gentleman that commented on my story had this bottle for almost a year. I just like Club de Nuit Intense Man more than I like the actual Creed Aventus. But I find reasons and things have meaning and stuff like that to wear certain fragrances. And I just felt like we're pulling this one out instead of Club de Nuit Intense Man. Like I said, for the suit I was wearing yesterday with the tie and the shoes and the watch I chose, I just felt like accessorizing and felt like having an expensive fragrance with me. It's stupid and it's irrelevant and it's pointless. I get it. But you know what? It helped add to my confidence. and I had a fantastic day at work yesterday. And Creed Aventus was absolutely part of that. So, do I advise you go out and get a bottle of Creed Aventus? Of course not. This stuff's way overpriced. There's so many clones that are just as good, if not better. But if you've got the money, at the end of the day, Creed Aventus smells more natural because it is more natural ingredients and oils being used. And it smells of higher quality because it isn't niche fragrance from Creed. Game day fragrance, Creed Aventus. And then out the shower last night, haven't worn it in a while. Tend to wear this out the shower more nowadays as compared to wearing it casually. It's from Ed Hardy. Hearts and Daggers. I saw Justin, Stay Fresh Productions, recently talk about this one and how he hates the bottle. And that's the cheesiness of the bottle is actually one of my favorite things about it. You see a little bit that's left in that one. I have a backup bottle of this as well. I love the juice in here is great. This smells great. The martini note separates it. It's very fresh, spicy. It has a gin and tonic type of smell. It's a good fragrance. It is. And you can get them super cheap. 50 ml like this, you can get around 10, 11 bucks all over online. 100 ml is around 15, 16, $17. They are good fragrances, but I just find it entertaining, and it was noteworthy that Justin recently talked about how he can't stand this bottle. And that's one of my favorite things about it because it's so cheesy. It's cheesy good. It's mid-2000s cheesiness because around that time is when the Ed Hardy styles and stuff like this was super popular. Not gonna lie, had an Ed Hardy belt. And Ed Hardy Hearts and Daggers is what I wore out the shower last night. Well, that's the rotation, and until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How was your fragrant week? What did you wear this week? Let me know down in the comments. This was my mixed bag of tricks this week. A little bit of cheapies, the usual stuff out the shower, a couple of niche fragrances, back to work, happy to be back to work. I'm in the right spot, you know, love the vibe over there, you know, just a good fit. So until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the fragrances I discussed here today and you give them a spray now, real confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.